Hello and welcome to another edition of Tips for Dummies. Today we will be repairing a large hole in drywall. This is considered a large hole because for smaller holes it's a different process. They sell patches, but this is too large to use a patch, and it's a little bit more difficult. So right now we're gonna start, or the first video is gonna be about the large hole. I'm gonna show you another segment later on how to repair a smaller holes in drywall. Very easy with some special patches that they sell out there on the market. I just want to remind you that I am not a constructor worker or a professional guy. I'm just a regular handyman, and I just want to show you that if you can do it, you can do it too. So we're going to start, this is the way I do it. So we're going to start by drawing a line right on top of the cut. Just touch it, and if it's not so, let's drew a line to try to use the leveler so that we can draw a straight line. As close as the break as you can. Next, we're gonna use one of these tools. It's a saw specially made for drywalls. It has this pointy, sharp edge, so that way you can start, doing the hole without making another hole, just like that. I don't know if you see. All right. So what I want to do, I want to cut all the way along the line until I hit the 2x4s on both sides. And why I want to do that, so that way I can put the other piece on the 2x4s, nail it, and then it'll be a strong patch. Okay, so here is one 2x4. Now how do I know it doesn't want to go anymore? Be careful for pipes and cables. You can really feel that there's something like that in the cable. It feels like you're bringing something to it. A 2x4, it just feels solid, and you can hear the wood. If you find the pipe, well, you notice the sound as a metal. So just do it softly and with patience, and just keep cutting along the line. Alright, so here is the other one. So I got the wood and the 2x4s right here. Alright, so what I want to do is cut one on the bottom too, and here I noticed that a big chunk of sheetrock was damaged, so I'm gonna go a little bit farther down. Basically, I just I know that I have the 2x4s right here. The 2x4 is actually not a 2 inches. Alright, so the next step is that we're gonna draw a line right where the end of the cut we made. Alright, right here. And same thing on the other side. So we know pretty much that this is the edge of the 2x4s. That actually the 2x4s, they're not even close to 2 inches by 4. So I don't know what they call them. So but this is a piece of a 2x4, you know, and pretty much it's the size is actually 1.5. So what I do is I will go 3/4, but I got a piece of wood, so I will just go half, because I wanna cut like half of the wood, which is 3/4. You can you can do either one, you know, just because we want a little piece of 2x4s right here, so that way the new sheetrock sits on it, and you can nail it or screw it or whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and right in here. Alright, after that I'm going to draw a line. So that's where I'd be cutting with a knife, right in here. And then take all this piece out, measure the new one, and put it on. So let me get the knife. So let me show you what I did so far in a closer view. I drew a line with the level from the edge of the wood to the edge of the other wood, all the way down. Then I measure half of the 2x4 or 3/4, which is actually a half of the 2x4. Now I'm gonna cut with a knife, you know, on both sides like this. Cut with a knife, take that piece out and replace it. Alright, this is what I've done so far from a closer view. Alright, so the next thing is to grab your utility knife, like this one, or any utility knife that you have. And you cut along the line as straight as you can. Start slowly and with not too much pressure. All you want to do is draw as closest as you can to the line. Alright. Once you have the line marked, then you can put more pressure and go a little bit harder. Also, I need to cut this little piece. Once you have the line, you can put more pressure. Yeah. See. And also right here. You have the pattern cut. You can start now by taking this out. See how it came up? Pretty nice and straight. See? The square came out. Nice and pretty square. Alright, right here we got a couple of nails. We have to remove them. After that, we'll take the measurements, cut the board. Those nails you can take it with the pair of channel locks. You grab it like that, and put pressure in the 2x4, not the sheet. And as you can see, we have a very pretty and square that we can work on. And when you put the sheetrock up, make sure you get all the edges, because that prevents from a good seat when you put the new one. Make sure it's very clean on both corners, all corners. But that gives us a very strong place to work. All right. So the next step is to take the measurement, and right here I got a 16 inches by 14 and a half. Alright, so once we get the measurements, we go and cut the piece of sheetrock, and let's get rock and roll. I'll show you how to cut it. Alright, so we got the piece of sheetrock right here, and this is what I'm going to do. We're going to measure 16 inches, 16 and 16. I'm going to do one in the middle, 16. Another one right here, 16. Gonna make a line. Alright, this is gonna be the width, 16. Alright. However, I'm not gonna cut it at 16. I am going to cut it. I'm gonna give it a 1/8 shorter. This 1/8 should always give you for the spaces, 1/8 or 1/16. This you really want to give. I'm going to give them 1/8. 1/8. cut it. Make a line. Alright, and this is how you cut sheetrock. An easy way to do it. Just put your leveler and try to make a deep cut along the line. Continue doing it. One more time. Alright. Take a little bit out. And bingo. It's cut. So you grab your knife. Grab your knife, do it a couple of times, and just cut the paper to lose. And you got that nice and straight. So you got one side, right? All right. So we got width 16. Alright, so we're back at the room, and this square, it should fit perfectly. Alright, I can see that it's still a little bit tight in here. You don't want to force it. If you force it, you're going to break the sheetrock. So with a knife, if it's just a little bit, just try to reduce by taking a little bit off in here. Almost there. Almost. I just need a little bit right here. Maybe right here on top. Oh yeah. And this is it. Yep. Perfect. Got it. Alright, so the next step is to put a couple of nails. Start filling it up. Alright? So let's do it. Alright, so the next step is I'm going to put a couple of nails. I'm going to put 1.5 inch it's called plasterboard nails, like this, and plasterboards, and they're made for this, so I'm going to put it right in the corner. You gotta go easy on these things. Alright. So after you nail this, you just go a little bit deeper. Just a little bit deeper, so that way you can cover it with plaster. That makes it go a little bit inside the sheetrock, then you cover it with plaster. Right? So this is what I'm going to do next. Alright? Okay, now we're gonna fill the gaps. We're gonna fill the gaps with the it's called all-purpose compound. It's already mixed, so that way you don't have to go to the hassle of mixing the powder with the liquid. And this is just to kind of like seal and make a little bit of a Alright guys, so I'm just gonna let it dry, and I'm just gonna give it a real fine with the sandpaper. I'm just gonna sand it a little bit so that way I can continue with the next step. Alright, so that's good enough. Just a little bit. I'm going to clean it. Alright, so the next step is that I'm going to put this tape. Well, it's not actually tape, this is a felt that is comes with the self glue. Hold on. Alright, so I have this felt. It's has a self glue stick on it, and you just glue it right there, and that what it does is just gives them a more steady bonds to the wall, the compound. Okay, I think the camera moved. But anyway, I put this tape all the way around on all four corners. As you can see, I put this tape on it, all four corners. Now, it's a self-glued. You stick it on there really good, and then we're ready to put more compound on top of it. Okay. Okay, so what I like to do, I like to get one of these wide putty knives, and I just fill like in half with another putty knife, and I'm ready to do the compound on these. Okay. You don't have to be so perfect. But try to get it as not too thick, just as thin as possible as you can. That brown stuff that you're looking at is because I washed the putty knife, and it's a little bit of rust. And so you do this in all four corners. You see how nice it's coming out? the compound to get cracked after it gets dry. That's why we like and I like to have really wide putty knife because it's easier to control it and to make it smoother. You know, if you want to do that with a small putty knife, it will be almost impossible. So just grab this, continue all corners. So I finished putting the compound on all the four corners of the tape. I am not too worried about the mutiness right now, because after it dries I'm going to give it another sand and perhaps another real thin coat of compound on all four sides. Let it dry, come back later on. Alright, so I came back the next day and I'm gonna just sand I'm just gonna sand a little bit the big bumps. In my case, on this wall, I don't know if the camera can capture it, but there is some texture. So this, it don't have to be perfectly sand because of the texture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of all these big bumps like that. It'll come off easy. Now, if you have a wall where it's just with no texture, it's just like this, well then you will have to sand it completely, sand this off really nice, sand it off, and perhaps give it a second coat, really thin coat, sand it again, sand it on the edges. That's it, you have to paint it. Well, in this case is bumpy and it has texture, and what I did is I purchased this texture in a can, and I'm going to texturize it, dry it, and paint it, and it should be good to go. Now, if you're gonna texturize it like I am, you have to cover really good the floor, because this is oil based and it's really hard to take. So after I shake this pretty good, I give it a heavy on the heavy side, and I'm gonna start texturing. can tell how the texture kind of cover the imperfections there. I'm just gonna leave it to dry. I'm gonna check how long it will take to dry and paint it, and job done. Alright guys, so I got the texture in a can sprayed and dried. The can says that it takes 30 minutes to dry, but I let it dry about an hour, and as you can see, it covers most of the major imperfections. Now it's just a matter of putting the paint on it, and bingo, that's the job done. Okay, as you can see, I am about to paint, as I was telling you. Texture cover most of the imperfections, and it's just a matter of painting, and let's see how it comes out. Like I say, it's finished. The paint is still fresh, and when it gets dry, you're barely gonna see the difference, just a little bit. But I'm not gonna be able to show it because I'm gonna leave this place. I'm not gonna be able to show you when it gets dry like that. But the hole is completely covered. Later, guys.